Season 10 is finally here in Disney Speedstorm. That's right, everyone. As you can see by my screen, the Nightmare Before Christmas season has made it to Disney Speedstorm, and there is so much new content. Starting off, we have a brand new entire Nightmare Before Christmas collection. If we scroll down here, you can see there are 4 new Nightmare Before Christmas characters. Those being Jack Skellington, Dr. Finkelstein, Oogie Boogie, and Sally. Going through these characters one by one, Jack Skellington is going to be the premium character of the first part of the season. He is an epic speedster, and his unique ability sounds very cool. It's called Ghoulish Gifts, and basically Jack will throw gifts across the racetrack, and opponents get frightened by them and stunned and lose sight of the road, and then he also gains immunity and invulnerability for every single scared opponent, which sounds like a very fun and unique ability. Then of course we have Dr. Finkelstein, who is a common trickster and going to be the free character of Season 10. Dr. Finkelstein's ability is very unique. It's called Evil Invention. The normal activation, he will scratch his brain and grant an invention, and then the charged activation, depending on how many ideas and inventions he has, he creates this crazy machine that does different things depending on each idea that he has, which you can read about in his passive ability. Definitely a very unique ability and seems super cool. Oogie Boogie is going to be the Season Tour character, which has been basically completely reworked. So the idea of unlocking the Season Tour character is completely different now. He is a rare brawler, and his skill has to do with inhaling bugs and spitting them at opponents. Definitely a very interesting ability, and I'm excited to see how good he is going to be fully in game. And then we have Sally, who is a rare defender and going to be the premium character of part 2 of the season. Her unique ability, she will uncork a vial, releasing a fog that surrounds her and blinds opponents that come near her. Definitely a very interesting roster of characters. And let's go ahead and jump in as Jack Skellington on the new track. Alright, here we are with Jack Skellington on the new track. This is the first mission of the season tour where you get to play as him as a guest racer. And this track, I mean, like you guys can see, it looks absolutely incredible. The way they have brought Tim Burton's film to life is truly just magical. I mean, this track, it looks visually stunning. Definitely one of like the coolest looking tracks in the game. The Halloween vibes, again, are just off the charts. I love that the characters and certain aspects of the environment actually move in stop motion. It definitely adds a really unique animation effect that truly like fully captures the magic of the Nightmare Before Christmas. You can see this shot right here with the iconic curling hill, looks absolutely phenomenal. And overall, it's just so sick. And Jack feels incredibly good to play as a level 20 speedster right now. He definitely feels, like pretty fast and solid. And so I'm excited to see how competitively viable he's going to be. Okay, I totally just fell off. But then they actually have a section where you go into the tree and you go through this cool like portal-like effect and you just appear in Christmas town or whatever this place is called. You just in the Christmas village, you're just here and it looks great. It's so vibrant and magical. Again, the holiday vibes on this track are just immaculate. Like, it's never gonna be matched by any other track in Disney Speedstorm, that's for sure. Then you go back through the tree and you end up back in Halloween Town, and it looks great. I am a massive fan of this track. You can see the new UI stuff going on right here. It looks super clean. Definitely adds more of like an emphasis when you win, which I think is really cool. And let's talk about the season tour and how it has changed. If we actually go through and take a look here, you can see there's some different stuff. Already on Node 4, there is what we have called an RB challenge, I believe. And so pretty much how this works is you can turn on a higher difficulty, and that is going to unlock a 4th mission for you. So for example, in Factory Fastlane right here, there is an additional objective to win the race and use manual boost for at least 15 seconds. However, you can only complete this objective when you turn on the hard mode, and that raises the recommended level difficulty by 20 levels from 5 up to to 25. There's another one right here where you can see it raises the recommended difficulty from level 7 up to level 27, and then you can complete that third objective. And then there is another one on node 8, and every time you complete 3 of these RB objectives, you are going to get a little gift prize where you get an undisclosed amount of upgrade coins. Not too sure how many that is, but I will go ahead and check that out later. And then obviously the other different part about the season tour is the 5 chapters are just straight up easy. Like, there's no difficult part of these chapters anymore. You just go through them, you complete all your stuff, there's less rewards, but it's just incredibly straightforward. Instead, all of the difficult nodes have been moved to the extra chapter, the quest for Oogie Boogie, which is by far the biggest chapter in Disney Speedstorm history, with 81 medals up for grabs. And let me tell you guys, this chapter is not easy. There's a lot of difficult stuff. I mean, starting out, you need to be a level 30 Mickey and Friends, level 30 Monsters Inc., level 32 Olaf, level 33 Aladdin, 34 Jack, 34 Hercules, 35 Toy Story, 36 Frozen, 36 Woody, 39 Inside Out, Baloo, Jack Skellington, 40 Lilo and Stitch, 40 Belle and Beast, level 40 Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, 41 King Candy, 41 Mickey Mouse, 42 Ralph or Vanellope, 42 Minnie Mouse or Daisy, Joy, Sadness. I mean, you guys get the point, right? It is not an easy track at all. And then the final one you're going to need is Jack Skellington at level 40. So you definitely want to upgrade him there if you have the chance to do so. But the reward at the end is definitely worth it. I mean, 70 Oogie Boogie shards is absolutely insane. So this is sort of your overarching goal for the entire season part, is to finish this. And honestly, getting Jack up to level 40 is not terrible, so I am optimistic that this is going to be a positive change, but we'll see how it actually pans out. But let's go ahead and actually claim this RB gift that we have here in Chapter 1 and see what our prize is going to be. Alright, I've gone ahead and completed the third and final quote-unquote hard RB mission. I definitely think they'll get a lot more challenging in later chapters, but as for right now, they're mostly chill. Okay, Golden Pass, tier up, very cool. And still only says 2 RB challenges completed, despite me just finishing a third one. That's really interesting. Oh, we got our gift, and it was very unsatisfying to claim. In fact, I'm not even sure how many upgrade coins I got. I think it was around 10,000. And now when I complete 6, I will get Sully's shards. So that's interesting. They're not all upgrade coins. But there you guys go. RB challenges are now a new addition to the season tour, and they seem interesting, you know? But let's go ahead and hop into a second race, this time with Oogie Boogie himself. Alright, here we are with Oogie Boogie once again on the new track. We're gonna immediately stun Jack off the start. That is incredibly thematic. Now, Oogie Boogie is going to be a brawler, and he is a heavyweight character, which means he's gonna feel a little clunky, but definitely be very powerful. So that means like his handling stat is going to be lower, but his top speed stat is going to be through the roof, and he's going to have basically untapped potential for how fast he can get going, as long as you are able to navigate these turns properly with him, which is definitely going to be a challenge at level 20, which is where I have Oogie Boogie at now, but you know, that is okay. Alright, we're going to activate Oogie Boogie's normal activation, where he is inhaling, and as you can see, there are like bugs that appear on the track, and for these bugs that I pick up, I will get a small speed boost forward, as well as some manual boost as well. So definitely would have been a more effective ability, 1 at a higher level, and 2 if I actually had the steering skills to navigate and properly pick up all of these bugs. And then his charged activation is going to be a more offensive ability, where he actually stuns opponents behind him, which I think is very good, because a lot of abilities get ruined because they only affect people in front of them, but Oogie Boogie definitely has a solid kit that can be used no matter what place you're in, basically, which is definitely a strong advantage. We're going to go ahead and take this grind rail here. But yeah, overall, I'm a fan of Oogie Boogie. I like him, I like his kit. I think he's going to be a fun addition to the game, and I mean, like, it's Oogie Boogie. He is one of the coolest villains arguably of all time, so I'm super happy that he is finally making his debut in Disney Speedstorm. Now we also have one of our mid-season racers confirmed, someone who people have been anticipating for quite a while, and she is going to be joining Kermit the Frog in the Muppets collection. That's right, guys, we are getting Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy is going to be an epic brawler, and she's here. I mean, you can see her silhouette, Miss Piggy. You can see her full picture on the screen there. She sort of got a pink outfit going on with a visor. I'm a fan of the design, I gotta say, personally. Her unique ability is called Spotlight Hog, and pretty much how it's going to work is a spotlight is going to appear in front of Miss Piggy. When she's inside of the spotlight, they're going to get boosted forward or will receive manual boost, and she sort of pushes back any racers that try and steal her spotlight, which is such a cool, like, thematic ability. It definitely ties into Miss Piggy really well, and I'm super excited to see how it's going to play out in game. But now Kermit is finally not alone, and we have another character to join him, which I am super happy about. And we also have some new events, obviously, with the launch of the new season. Obviously, the Halloween Town Cup, where you can play as Nightmare Before Christmas characters. Very cool. And then we have Halloween in Summer, which is going to be the season-long limited event. Now, the way Halloween in Summer is going to work, as you can see, is sort of like half the objectives are Nightmare Before Christmas related, and half of the objectives are Olaf related, because there is a good deal of Christmas in this season. You know, it is the Nightmare Before Christmas, and they have chosen Olaf to represent Christmas, sorry. And Olaf sort of has a repeatable capsule where you can earn shards for him, as well as his epic crew member and other frozen crew members as well. So that is very cool. And then, of course, we have Dr. Finkelstein, who has his own repeatable capsule where you can earn shards for various Nightmare Before Christmas crew members and shards for Dr. Finkelstein as well. So a super cool event, and they have up to the tries to 4 per day. This way you can still earn 4 capsules. And I do like that we have the freedom to choose which capsules we want. So if you want, you know, you could get all 4 Olaf capsules and just really boost up your Frozen collection, or you can get all 4 Nightmare Before Christmas capsules and boost up that collection. You can really, you know, pick and choose your progress, or you can do 2 and 2, progress a little bit of Frozen, a little bit of Nightmare Before Christmas. I just think the freedom of choice is definitely really cool, and I'm glad they've given us so many tries. And then we also have Treasure Rush as the daily challenge now, which is interesting. I'm sure most of you all know Treasure Rush by now. Pretty straightforward there. Should be a fun time. But let's go ahead and jump into our third and final race of the video, this time playing as Dr. Finkelstein himself. Alright, here we are in our third race, this time with Dr. Finkelstein, who is going to be a trickster, and we're getting his unique ability off the bat. We're gonna pop the normal activation, which is going to give us a full boost bar as well as our first idea, and we got another one, so we're gonna do it again and go ahead and get a second idea. Now, these ideas are the light bulbs behind Dr. Finkelstein, and what they're gonna do is make his charged activation even stronger than it was before. So all we gotta do is get his unique ability one more time, and we can pop the charged activation. And as you can see, it's going to spawn this invention, which explodes around him, has like this aura that will damage everyone, and it makes me immune. So definitely a very powerful ability. And pretty much how this works is the more light bulbs you have behind you, the more effective that ability is going to be. It does sort of different things for each light bulb that gets added. Like, I believe the first one adds immunity, the second one makes it even more deadly, and then like the third one adds like the shockwave radius, I believe. So it's very interesting, and Dr. Finkelstein, I think his power is going to solely depend on how many light bulbs you can get consistently. He's going to be one of those characters that prefers longer tracks, similar to, like, you know, Ariel, where she needs time to set up her unique ability combo. Dr. Finkelstein operates in an incredibly similar way, because if you don't have a lot of ideas and light bulbs stored up behind you, he's just not going to be that effective of a racer. But definitely very interesting, and I'm glad we are getting more characters that have these sort of passive abilities. I think it's super fun and great for the game. But there you guys have it. That is season 10 of Disney Speedstorm. I have just scratched the tip of the iceberg with all the changes. Obviously, there's so much to explore with the new season tour. We have the new XP changes where you can pretty much only earn XP through missions now. So that is incredibly interesting, and it's going to be strange to see how that pans out and whether it ends up being a good change or a bad change for the health of the game. And then, of course, we have new events such as regulated multiplayer being moved to just this tab. So that's very interesting as well. Let me know what you guys think of all of the changes. Be sure to let me know in the comments below and tell me what you are most excited for this season. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.